thank you very much for joining us. My name is Kate. I started my career as a community artist in the Gorbals in Glasgow, UK, and decided to start working in stone in order to be able to make public sculpture that could endure even in quite tough environments and that people could rely on to last for a reasonable amount of time. So this is a piece of marble. This is a play park workshop with children who survived the 2011 tsunami. Adults were busy with surviving temporary housing and rebuilding, and the kids were sometimes feeling left out. After understanding how to translate scale for models, they played with what they could create when their chance to rebuild communities came. Hori Eye Clinic was the first building in Kamaishi to be rebuilt after the tsunami. In Japan, the names of the days are also named for the planets that influence our lives. So I designed 7 days to encourage people that despite its devastating power, nature usually gives us all we need to live. The Japanese week starts with Sunday, Thursday is Plant Day, and Saturday is Earth. I made the release to be touched so the eye clinic patients can read them by feel. I also designed a steel gate describing the golden mean proportions used in 7 days as a suggested key for ideas for how to rebuild the city and homes. So it was Watch the Moon Come Down is also about time and cycles, lunar cycles effects on the tides, which are key to this port city. So Katagiri and I made this to read above the busy traffic, echoing its mechanical movement in a dynamic yet calming natural context. Celebrating relationships between the maritime islands of nations of Japan and the UK at the British Embassy, the sculptures symbolise air, earth and water, emerging where the ripples meet from opposite directions, and also making an event space and the overflow entrance more attractive. Nobuyuki Wakimatsu, the architect for this library, asked us to solve the problem of the dull boundary wall dominating and darkening the entrance. So we created dynamic light and movement with a vortex of 7 book pages to symbolise expanding knowledge, focus and changing perspectives of the library. This is set on a pedestrian street in the port city of Yokohama. So these 2 play sculptures were inspired by coastal caves. Parents can sit and relax while their children play hide and seek inside the sculpture, although they're always in fact within safe view within the piece. So then my husband, Hironori Katagiri, complemented my pieces with 2 of his wave ships, expressing life on the ocean. And so we hope that everybody will enjoy exploring them and have the same opportunity as we have when we're working, of learning to play again and rediscover a sense of wonder. I believe that sculpture should be accessible to everyone. So my public sculptures are designed as theatre sets for life, where people can meet, play and connect with each other and their social, natural and built environment. One of these projects was actually realised in Otemachi, financial city in Tokyo, and this was an entrance landmark and play benches which were inspired by Celtic and Ainu key patterns. Wave and cave forms animate the city street to imply a continuous connection hidden under the surface, expressing the delicate natural balance and harmony which we all have a responsibility to maintain, even in city life. They invite people to sit, touch and play and rediscover the natural and social context that we all crave, a place to breathe, enjoy life and perhaps dream a little. And I love seeing the sculptures come to life with people actually interacting with them like this, even the businessmen on their coffee break when it's not the weekend. I won a competition to make public sculpture back in the Gorbals, Glasgow, where I'd been a community artist 30 years before. So I made community consultation and workshops a key part of the design process and was delighted to revisit the community that had actually inspired me to be interested in creating public sculpture. The pedestrian crossroad site connects a beautiful meander on the River Clyde and to Richmond Park and the new housing. So the granite stone sculptures and paving translate 2-dimensional interlinking meandering patterns of Celtic and Islamic art into 3-dimensional form and space. Then after months of preparation, the local children were keen to be the first to touch each sculpture. And a popular local actress who helped to unveil them told them all they should tell their grandchildren that they helped to make this wonderful place and should look after their legacy and cherish their own stories that would be made here and remember that they were part of its beginning. River Spirit can be seen here being used as a performance space by the local children's choir and as a hub for community stalls set up next to it. I wanted to create a welcoming sense of place, a crucible kind of for local stories and memories for generations to come. So this piece is made in various granites. This is back in marble. Cloud 9 is an infinity loop designed to invite children and adults to explore how they're connected to themselves, each other, and the world. It's a kind of child magnet, and I've been revisiting the potential of this idea for reconnecting people after these challenging times. The year 2020 has been tough, lonely, and challenging for many, yet this time will pass. Time, the fourth dimension, is the ultimate challenge for a 3D artist. Is time linear, or a fluid connection of past, present, and future, events and possibilities? I'm not a scientist, so approach the idea intuitively. How to reconnect people after social lockdown, infinite links, different perspectives, working together, perseverance and imagination. I thought of you guys, Mark and Astrid, and the PechaKucha All-Stars, who've done so much to keep communities and creative people engaged and active in 2020. 2 zeros drawn with one line, Niju Meru, is a Japanese concept of something super wonderful. Like two chatting mouths, the double circles of 2020 curl round, so the P of PechaKucha rediscovers the source, drawing new energy and new directions. Thank you, Mark and Astrid, for all your inspiration. This one is for you.